Hello and welcome everyone to the Chester County Intermediate Unit Virtual College Fair. I am so glad to have you participating in today's event. My name is Jeannie and I will be your facilitator. We have a fantastic group of schools here with us today, and before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items to go over with you all. To get started, your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you in this session. However, you have a Q&A button on your screen, so feel free to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You don't have to wait until a certain institution is presenting. If you have questions for any and all of our institution, that Q&A function will be live for everyone the whole event. After this session, I will be posting a link in the chat, and we invite you to join a breakout room with all of the college representatives from this hour. The breakout rooms will last approximately 15 minutes between the end of this session and before the next session begins, again at the top of the hour. So a lot going on. I'll post that link at the end of the session. And finally, this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Chester County. I'm going to put that link in the chat for you right now. And first, I'm going to turn it over to the institution kicking us off today, Virginia Tech. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining tonight. My name is Tyler Wertman, and I am an admissions counselor for the Office of Undergraduate Admissions at Virginia Tech. So we're just going to get started here. If you don't know where Virginia Tech is located, we are located in Blacksburg, Virginia, so just the southwest region of Virginia. So you see the yellow pin there on the state. So it's surrounded by the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, nestled right in the New River Valley. So Blacksburg is a true college town. So we have about 37,000 total students, 30,000 of which are undergraduate. So putting that to scale to Blacksburg, Blacksburg only has about a population of about 10,000. So very much centered around the university. We have a motto at Virginia Tech, and it's Ut Prosum, which is Latin for that I may serve. And so we are a university that is centered around service and serving others, serving our campus, serving the community, even serving nationally and globally. So we were founded in 1872 as a land-grant institution. So our mission as a university is serving however and wherever we can through education. There are different ways in which students can serve. So you can serve through your academics, so maybe through research, can serve through clubs and organizations on campus, can even serve through Corps of Cadets. So we are one of 6 senior military institutions in the country to have a Corps of Cadets. So that is one way in which students can serve. So again, Ut Prosum, Latin for that I may serve. So transitioning into the academics part, so we have over 120 different majors to choose from at the university within 7 of our colleges. So when students apply to Virginia Tech, they are applying straight into the major. So again, applying straight into the major, so majors really do matter at Virginia Tech. So not going to go into full detail, but you can find more information about this on our website by going to vt.edu. But we have the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, the College of Architecture and Urban Studies, the College of Engineering, the College of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences, the College of Natural Resources and Environment, the Pamplin College of Business, and the College of Science. We do have an undecided track if the student is undecided, and that is University Studies. So again, that is our undecided track. We do have 2 professional schools at the university, first being the Virginia Tech Carilion School of Medicine, and second, the Virginia Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine. So we offer 2 ways to apply. So we offer the first being the coalition and the second being the Common App. So we don't have a preference of which of the 2 that you choose. We just ask that you pick one, stick with it. We also ask that you use a personal email when applying and not a school email, just because schools tend to discontinue or delete those emails after graduation. We do what's called a holistic review at Virginia Tech. So we're looking at both the academic side of the application as well as the personal side of the application as well. So here are our list of deadlines and dates. So we have early decision, early action, and regular decision when applying. First being early decision, this is our binding application. So the application deadline is November 1st. So this is for students that know that they want to come to Virginia Tech, and let's say that cost is not a factor in the college decision-making process, then this one might be the best option for you. Second, early action. This is our non-binding application, and the application deadline is December 1st. So this is great for those that maybe cost is a factor in their college decision-making process. Then this one is the better option for you. And then lastly, we have regular decision. This is space limited. So after we go through the early decision and early action applications, then whatever is left will come out of regular decision. And then we have spring, summer, and fall transfer dates as well. So here we have cost broken into in-state versus out-of-state. So tuition and fees, room and board. All first-year students are required to live on campus, are able to have a car on campus as well. So that's pretty cool. So again, here's a in-state versus out-of-state tuition costs. We do offer university scholarships and aid at the university. So first you would need to fill out the FAFSA and then fill out the general scholarship application. And that deadline is January 22nd. So that is separate from the admissions application, separate from the FAFSA. And again, that's due January 22nd. So recommend getting that in early, earlier the better. So this is a return on investment. So 86% graduation rate at Virginia Tech, which compared to the national average of 62%. 82% of our students that are graduate within 6 months are going to further their education, so getting their master's or doctorate degrees, or they're going to the workforce, and those that do are getting a median starting salary of around $64,000 a year. We do have over a 90% retention rate, so students are coming back after their first year. They want to stay at Virginia Tech, so that's really good to know and really good to hear that students, really like the community that Virginia Tech has to offer. And then lastly, we have social media. So if you haven't followed us already, please do so. We have a lot of free giveaways that happen on our social media. So we have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We also have a podcast on Spotify. So if you're interested in that, we do have that. It's called Admissions Accomplished. So all things admissions related, all things Virginia Tech. And of course, feel free to reach out to us with any questions you might have, or even exploring our website by going to vt.edu. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Virginia Tech. That was a great way to get us started today. All right, we're going to move on now and hear from the Citadel. Take it away whenever you are ready.
Thank you, Jeannie. Hi, my name is Josh Simon. I'm an admissions officer for the Citadel, as well as a 2008 graduate of the Corps of Cadets, and I'm currently studying as part of our graduate college. So the Citadel does offer advanced degrees on top. With only 6 minutes, there's so much I want to say, but before I get into that, I'd really like to say that keep doing what you're doing right now. There are over 6,000 colleges and universities in this country. This is a great time to get an education. And what is best for this country is what's best for you. And that is for you to take the time to continue to come to these types of meetings and hear these presentations and align yourself with an institution that meets what it is that you want to accomplish, not just in the next 4 years, but what will echo through the rest of your life. So I'd just like to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing there. The Citadel is located in Charleston, South Carolina. Our Corps of Cadets is a 4-year program. It's a stellar education, as well as a 4-year leadership development program. So it's more than just going to very small classes with very passionate professors. This is you in uniform every day. This is you in a barracks, learning followership, being trained in leadership, having opportunities to then apply that leadership in a way that gives you experience that no matter what walk of life, whether the military or the public or private sectors, or as a parent, or whatever category of life you find yourself at post-graduation, you are ready to lead, or at least 4 years ahead in that game of understanding how to be your best and how to chisel out your best self and help this great country. In the meantime, what you will find in an environment such as the Citadel is that if these things that I'm talking about, you're passionate about it, they speak to something inside you. If you're looking for a path that's less traveled, what you'll find is that you're in a Corps of Cadets that's about 2,300 strong that are like-minded, that are choosing the same. Well, many of your classmates right now, and I don't mean this in a negative way, they'll come back on their Thanksgiving break and you'll hang out and all of a sudden it'll be, oh, I can't believe I signed up for a 10 a.m. class. It's so early. I'll just go ahead and tell you, you're going to see some sunrises at the Citadel. You will be very active and already be successful at your day for many hours before that 10 a.m. class, I promise. And that is not a good or bad thing. It is what we offer at this institution. If that's what you're looking for challenges and an opportunity to chisel out your best self, I really hope that you take the time to make this a first conversation and continue to communicate with us. You boil a Citadel down to our essence, you get this infographic. Everything rests on a foundation of our core values: honor, duty, respect. Now, these aren't just flowery words that we like to carve on buildings, print on t-shirts. These are woven into everything we do on campus, with a goal being that our cadets themselves, our graduates, and their actions and their lifestyle and their leadership, that is the definition of these words. And we do that through our 4 pillars. These are areas of training that everybody's going to get while they're there: character and leadership, academics, military, fitness. You're going to reach a baseline in each of these, but it's still going to be a choose your own adventure. You're going to find yourself putting more energy into what your passions are. Maybe it's the military side. Maybe you want to double or triple major and go, or multiple minors. Whatever the case may be, place Division I sport, whatever it is, you'll kind of top out the top of your graph in that way. As you look there in the tower, each year that you're at the Citadel, you will be faced with a new set of challenges, a new set of opportunities to learn and apply leadership. As I mentioned, CORE is about 2,300 strong, the vast majority receiving some sort of financial aid, and our ROTC scholarships are by far the lion's share of that. We have small class sizes and a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. I'd like to further say that we don't use teaching assistants nor graduate assistants. You can expect yourself to be in a classroom with a terminal degree holder, usually a PhD, every single class. Some rankings, some bragging points, you can look those up for yourselves. We do operate in rolling admissions. If you're a senior or a parent of a senior, the applications are available online now. Average high school GPA is a weighted 3.8 with an average 1130 or 24 SAT to ACT respectively. I'd like to point out that those are averages. We also have a holistic admissions approach. We're looking for young men and women who are really motivated to find their best selves. Some majors, the Citadel has a flat tuition fee, and what that means is we're not charging you by the class, and therefore many of our cadets, because they're on campus through the week, find themselves taking far more classes than the national average, and many double minor, double major, triple major some, which is quite hectic, by the way, but they're capable of doing that. They have the academic support to do so. So you have that opportunity to really get the most bang for your buck. Those that aren't interested in triple majoring, we also have a very robust minors program, and many of our students cadets take opportunity to study those as well. Post-graduation, our cadets find themselves, this year was 86% as it turned out. Our career services start the moment you get on campus, and therefore you're going to be working towards whatever your particular goals are from the moment you get there. And even as a senior military college, you'll find that only 1/3 of our cadets are choosing a military commission after graduation. So the vast majority are finding themselves applying themselves and looking for those leadership training opportunities as they go. I know I'm getting close to the end of time here, so as I said, I really just wanted to give you the broad strokes of what we do at this school. I hope that you will reach out to us and communicate as we go. We are a Division I school, by the way. If you'd like to play D1 sports, we'd love to hear from you. citadelsports.com. And please reach out to admissions or myself. Again, my name is Josh Simon, and you can find me listed there on the admissions page. I thank you for your time.
And thank you, Citadel. We appreciate that presentation. We're going to keep moving along now and hear from Drexel University. I want to remind everyone, as Drexel pulls up their presentation, that Q&A function is live as well. All right, Drexel, we're ready whenever you are. You're on mute here too, Drexel.
One second. All right, can everyone hear me okay? My name is Catherine Campbell-Perna. I'm Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Drexel University. We are located in the University City section of Philadelphia. So if you're not far from Chester County, then we're very close. I'm actually the admissions counselor who works with all the students in Chester County. I'm a Drexel graduate with a degree in communications and a minor in business. Finished up my master's degree back in 2010 while I was working at the university in our School of Education and Higher Education. If you've not had a chance to visit Drexel, I strongly encourage you to do so. We do have an open house coming up the weekend of November 13th, where we have half our majors on a Saturday and half our majors on a Sunday. And you get to hear from academic departments and professors and current students. We are also open for visits during the week, so please check our website for availability for times. Whether you're a senior who's been searching for a while or you're a junior or sophomore who's just starting your search, just some key information about our university. We have about 14,500 full-time undergraduates. As I mentioned, we are a private research university, but we keep our class sizes quite small. You can see our median class size is only about 19 students, but we have over 80 different undergraduate majors. So that is a way we keep our class sizes small. If you know what you want to major in, you can apply directly into that major and start taking classes in that major right away as a freshman. If you're not sure what you want to major in, that is okay too. We have our first year exploratory studies program, which is really our fancy name for undecided, where you get additional help and guidance throughout that whole freshman year. We do have a holistic review process. Keep in mind, we are looking for different things for different majors. So if you're applying to biomedical engineering, we're going to look for something different than if you're applying for architecture. With our prerequisites, we're looking for different things. They're all listed on our website. But for example, for computer science, biomedical engineering, software engineering, we'd like to see that you've had calculus by the end of your senior year. If you've only had up to pre-calculus, we can still consider you, but ideally we'd like to see you've had calculus. For all of our other engineering majors, at least pre-calculus, and chemistry and physics by the end of your senior year. We do have also over 20 different accelerating combined degree programs, the most popular being our 8-year BSMD medical program. The deadline for that's coming up shortly on November 1st, and I work very closely with those students no matter where you go to school, applying to that combined medical program. Our largest program is probably our bachelor's master's program within engineering as far as the combined programs. And again, as a high school senior, you're going to be applying to get into a master's degree program. We also have a 6-year program with our law school as well, and our honors college. With Drexel, our honors college, you're still part of an academic major. So for example, you could be a global studies major in our College of Arts and Sciences, but also be part of our Pannoni Honors College. If you're in our honors college, you get to pick and choose which honors level courses you take. You get priority in your class registration. They do a lot of fun things like bringing in guest speakers. They have field trips that are free of charge, and you can choose to live in the honors residence hall, which is Bentley Hall. If you'd like to know more about any of our majors, our catalog is all online, and you can see the details as far as the suggested plan of study. Now, an important differentiating area about Drexel is our cooperative education program. We have one of the oldest co-op programs in the country. It was started over 100 years ago, back in 1919, and co-op is available for all majors. In your freshman year, you're assigned not only your academic advisor, but also a co-op advisor based on your major that helps you with the co-op process. The majority of these jobs are paid experiences. We have the average salary about $19,000 students are making in 6 months. And we have over 1,500 companies working with us for co-op jobs. Students when they're applying to Drexel will pick either our 5-year program with 3 6-month co-ops or a 4-year program, which is on the left with 1 6-month co-op. You are still in school the same amount of academic quarters, which is 12 quarters, but you just alternate 6 months of school and 6 months of work during your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year. You're not taking classes while you're on co-op. You're also not paying tuition while you're on co-op, and Drexel helps you find these different positions. As far as student life, we do require all 1st and 2nd year students to live on campus unless they're living with their families within a 10-mile radius. The majority of our students, therefore, are living on campus. We have your traditional 2 people in the room, bathroom down the hall setup, suite style residence halls as well. So lots of different options. With over 350 student organizations on campus, plus Division I varsity athletics, lots of club and intramural sports. And if you'd like to be involved with performing arts, anyone can be involved no matter what their major is. And just moving along here, just some key things about our deadlines coming up. We do use the common application or the coalition application. If you are a Pennsylvania resident, there is a Pennsylvania resident fee waiver you can select from the application itself. We'll need your high school transcripts that are officially sent from your school, as well as the essay from the common application. We are SAT or ACT optional for 2022 and 2023. If you are applying to any of our design arts majors, they also have a writing supplement that's added, as well as majority of those majors colleges do have in that major portfolios, because they're reviewed by us first, but then the portfolios and the design writing supplements are reviewed by the academic departments in our Westfall College of Media Art and Design. Right, our deadline's coming up November 1st for early action and early decision. For all our programs for financial aid, you want to make sure you're filling out the CSS profile. That's due by November 15th for our early action and early decision students. And all those students will hear a decision by the end of December. If you decide to apply regular decision, they have a January 15th deadline. Their CSS profile for financial aid is not due till February 15th. And those students will hear by the end of March. Keep in mind, FAFSA really is really just for federal and state aid. We encourage you to fill out the FAFSA form, but the CSS profile gets you considered for the max amount of university aid. And then as far as my contact information, email is really best because we are traveling this time of year and we are reading applications from home. So email is the best, but that is my office phone number. And that link there is for our view book. If I was seeing you in person right now at the Exton Mall, I'd be handing out our 30-page view book. So that's a link to that. But again, my name is Catherine Campbell-Perna. Any questions, please feel free to contact me directly. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Drexel University. We're going to keep on going now and hear from Valley Forge Military College. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Tracy Hartley. I'm the Assistant Commandant at Valley Forge Military College. I am a retired United States Marine Corps officer. I served 20 years and flew Hueys for the majority of that time. At Valley Forge, we offer you a unique experience to become a leader, whether it's in the military or through our Citizens Leader program. We are a junior military college. What that means to you is we are a 2-year school and we offer an associate's degree at the end of those 2 years. We also have a unique program offered through the Army, which is called the Early Commissioning Program, where you can earn your commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Army during that 2-year period, doing an accelerated course in military sciences, essentially ROTC in 2 years. We also offer a more traditional route, which is called our Citizen Leader program, where we take traditional students. You are still immersed into the Corps of Cadets and you learn how to become a leader in the outside world, whether it's business or just doing something else to serve your community. And then our third program is our Service Academy Prep program, which is basically a prep year to get you ready to go to one of the senior service academies, whether it's West Point, the Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, Merchant Marines, or Coast Guard. We subscribe to the military education model. Like I said, all college cadets are part of the Corps of Cadets. You will live on campus. Freshmen are not allowed to have vehicles. You will be a member of the plebe system. Our plebe system rolls over from year to year. It's traditionally a 6-week plebe system, and then you become a member of our Corps of Cadets. You will also be immersed into ROTC leadership classes, whether you are a member of the early commissioning program or you are part of the Citizen Leader, and that just helps you grow your leadership skills. And then we also have a traditional military history core. All students will take American military history, as well as a few other military history classes. For a small school, we offer a lot of majors. We offer 10 majors in a wide variety of degrees, from business administration all the way down to engineering and physical sciences. In addition to our majors, we also offer 4 certificate programs, which are, you could think of as getting a second degree or just another certificate to make you better for the outside world. Our first one is in cybersecurity. Our second one is in digital forensics. And then next year we'll be adding emergency management and our leadership program. We also have articulation agreements in place with a wide variety of schools, ranging from Bloomsburg to Cabrini, all the way up to Syracuse, New York. What this does for you is offers acceptance of all of your credits once you transfer from Valley Forge to your four-year school, as well as potentially earning transfer scholarships at those schools. Four-year schools are looking for dedicated students that have proven themselves at other schools, whether it's a community college or a junior college, and they are willing to offer you transfer scholarships in order to come to their schools. Valley Forge could set you up and help you achieve those goals. What sets us apart is our support center. We have a library right on campus that offers tutoring, as well as stays open late to cater to students' needs and study times. We offer small class sizes. We are a very small school. Our current Corps of Cadets for the college is comprised of 72 cadets. Our class sizes cap out at 15 max. The majority of them are 10 students or less. We only have 7 faculty on site. So you can imagine that you get a lot of one-to-one interaction with your teachers, as well as the staff on campus. We get to know every single one of our cadets, and we offer them all the help and success in order to succeed at Valley Forge. You get personalized academic advising from soup to nuts. Your program is already mapped out from you from day one. You know exactly what classes you need to take each semester, and we offer you that one-on-one counseling in order to make sure that you stay on track and you graduate in that 2-year period. We also have a wraparound academics approach. We have an honor society in Phi Theta Kappa, which does a lot of the tutoring on campus, as well as does community service. It also is a benefit to you as you go to transfer to your 4-year school, because you can also earn scholarships through Phi Theta Kappa, and it also proves that you have a very high GPA. We also have a creative camo club, which is more like our liberal arts club. They do a lot of they do painting, poetry, creative writing, all kinds of arts things in order to be a creative outlet for the Corps of Cadets. We've also started a press corps this year, which handles the majority of our social media outreach, as well as drafting press releases and getting hands-on experience with how to do marketing in the real world. We have a competitive drill team that the College Cooperative Cadets is going to compete against other ROTC teams. We have cadets that are also members of the band. We've also started our cross-country team back up this year. They've done very well in local races. Our Ranger Challenge team will depart next week for Fort Knox, where they will compete in a variety of obstacle course challenges against other ROTC teams in order to go ahead and prove that we are the best junior military college in the country. Our admissions process is very simple. All you need to do is go ahead and fill out an application, submit your transcript, and fill out a FAFSA form. You also need to submit your SATs and ACTs to www.valleyforgemilitaryacademycollege.com, or sorry, .edu/college. And then my email is thartley@vfmac.edu. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Valley Forge Military College. All right, we're going to hear now from Lafayette College. Whenever you are ready, take it away.
All right, let me get set up to present. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerome Griffin. I am a Senior Assistant Director of Admission here at Lafayette College. To start, Lafayette was named after Marquis de Lafayette, who joined the revolution at 19. And as you can see, one of the first abolitionists and suffragists, and had a legacy of freedom.
Jerome,
but what I want you,
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure we don't see any screen share right now.
oh no. Try that again. We good to go now?
Looks great. Yep.
All right. Let me get back to the beginning. All right, Lafayette joined the revolution at 19, one of the first abolitionists and suffragists. had a legacy of freedom. But what I want you to take away is his motto, Cur Non, which is Latin for why not. And that's kind of what we look for in our students who are going to come to Lafayette College and question and join and lead in their own way. So to give you a snapshot of what Lafayette College is, we're a small private liberal arts college in Easton, Pennsylvania. To put it into perspective, we're about an hour, 15 minutes away from, hour and a half away from New York City, an hour away from Philadelphia in the Lehigh Valley. Our school is made up of 2,700 undergraduate students. We have 59 areas of study. Your average class size will be about 18. Your student to faculty ratio will be 10 to 1. What you'll get at Lafayette is a very intimate learning setting, an opportunity for you to learn from those who are in your classroom, as well as learning from people outside of your classroom. As you can see, we're represented by 46 states, 58 countries, have about 30% of our population is identified as culturally diverse. So there's a lot going on at Lafayette College. As an institution, again, we're in Easton, Pennsylvania, which is about the smallest city in the Lehigh Valley. There's Easton, Bethlehem, Allentown. Easton is the smallest city with a lot going on. As you can see, Crayola crayons are made here. And that's just one part of Easton. The Center City Circle has a lot of great opportunities for students. There's a lot of great festivals. Bacon Fest is coming up, and I'm excited about that. Garlic Fest was a couple weeks ago. The Farmers Market is open every weekend on Saturdays. We're close to 2 major metropolitan areas. So that offers opportunities for students who are looking for internship, externship opportunities to get to New York City very easily, Philadelphia extremely easily as well. As an institution, we have over 200 clubs and organizations that students can choose from. There's a lot of opportunities to do things within that area. As we have Greek life, we are Division I athletically and play in the Patriot League. We have anything that you have in high school you're interested in, you probably could do at Lafayette. Cultural clubs, organizations, pre-professional clubs and organizations. Advisory tracks for pre-law and pre-med. A lot of resources dedicated to the student. We are an undergraduate only institution, so every resource that we have here at Lafayette is dedicated to your success within the Lafayette experience. That could be anything from the study abroad to the global impact. Over 60 students, 60% of our students study abroad at some point, and they're going to these amazing places. But they also have alternative spring breaks, which is in conjunction with our Landis Center for Community Engagement and things like that. But as you can see, some of the places, London, Ireland, Greece, Germany, to Japan, Tokyo. Students are studying in all great places around the globe as far as study abroad is concerned. Beyond that, our Gateway Career Center works with students from the onset of their time on campus. You get a career advisor that works closely with students to make sure that you're prepared for life after graduation. There's a slide coming up that I can talk more about that, but this one is research. So as an undergraduate only institution, our professors are still tasked with becoming tenured, and they rely heavily on students to be a part of their research opportunities. It could be as informal as connecting directly with the professor, and that's why half of our students are involved in research in some form or fashion, or it can be as formal as our Excel Scholars Program, which, as you can see, is funded really well, but it's a summer-long experience where students work on faculty-led research projects and present on them at the end of the summer. So you're getting a research opportunity at a small private liberal arts college. I forgot to mention earlier that our most popular major is probably in engineering. We've been doing that for over 150 years, but also biology, neuroscience, economics is our most popular major by number, but the arts are extremely strong. There's a lot of opportunities in the humanities as well, so philosophy, English, pretty much any area of study that you think that you want to be a part of, you can do that. And over half of our students combine majors, so double major or major and minor. There's a lot of flexibility and freedom because we are a liberal arts college. we give you a foundational set of classes that you should take, which is called our Common Core of Study, which will give you the skill set to be successful in whatever it is that you do after you graduate, so that you can have that flexibility and freedom to navigate your passions at Lafayette College. You do not declare a major until your sophomore year. So you have some time to figure out what those passions are. Unless you're an engineer, and then after your freshman year, you declare your area of study, which we have 5: mechanical, chemical, civil, computer, and engineering studies, which is engineering from a liberal arts perspective. Back to our community engagement. Our students who come to Lafayette have a spirit of service, whether that be on campus or off campus in the greater Eastern community. Students are volunteering, working at our farm, making sure that the greater Eastern community is connected to the Lafayette experience. I am running out of time, so I'm going to skip a little bit first. Return on investment, pretty strong. Average salary, $60,000. This is the most important slide. Test optional. Our application process solely on the Common App. We're test optional for this year. As you can see, there's a lot of partnerships and scholarship opportunities. We do have merit-based opportunities that you can qualify for. Deadlines: November 15th is early decision 1, January 15th is early decision 2, and regular decision. We only have early and regular decision, so we don't have early action or anything. We do meet demonstrated need at 100%. That is important. You do have to fill out the FAFSA and the CSS profile before we can determine your financial aid package. There is no gapping, so we are pretty aggressive in that way. You can connect with anybody in the admission office. I am the regional territory manager for Chester County, and my email address and all of that is on the website. So please reach out to Lafayette College. I wish I had more than 6 minutes because I could have talked forever. But again, have a good day.
Thank you so much, Lafayette College. I know it is so challenging, but hopefully this is just a starting point for all of this information. We're going to keep on moving now, and we're going to hear from McDaniel College, who will be the last presenter during this portion. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay, awesome. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okie dokie. So hello everyone, my name is Johari. I am an admissions counselor here at McDaniel. I'm just going to go through a few things. As you've heard, 6 minutes is not a lot of time, so I'm going to try to move pretty quickly. So first things first, McDaniel is located in Westminster, Maryland. So that's about 45 minutes northwest of Baltimore City, an hour north of DC. We were founded in 1867, and we are the first co-ed college south of the Mason-Dixon line, which is super cool. We have about 1,800 students and 1,200 graduate students. And typically our graduate students are involved in education to some degree. There's all types of programs, but for our undergrads, I'll go through some of our majors and some of our different programs for them. 85% of our students are residential and they live here all 4 years. There is really no way for students to live off campus outside of if you're living with a parent before you are underclassmen. So it really is a college that emphasizes that residential sort of community-based feel and making sure that you are involved not only in McDaniel's community, but also the Westminster community. Our average class size is about 15 to 17 students and they cap at 35. So it'll never be an instance where it's you and 700 kids in a classroom and you're trying to hear the professor. It's really interpersonal. You get to discuss with students. You get to discuss with your professors. Our student faculty ratio is 12-1 and 96% of our professors have the highest degrees in their field. So these are the experts and they will be teaching you directly. To my knowledge, there are no TAs or graduate assistants teaching any classes. So again, this sort of emphasization on a community, really interacting with each other and making sure that you have that sort of integration of ideas and thoughts. So here is a list of our majors. This is our new up-to-date list. We have about 8 new ones on here, including writing and publishing. There's criminal justice, there's ASL, there's actuarial sciences, and a host of others. So we have 33 majors at McDaniel, over 40 minor programs, a host of pre-professional programs, as you can see in the bottom right. There's pre-law, pre-dental, pre-med, pre-vet, and some of the pre-allied health professionals, including but not limited to physician's assistants, oh my goodness, occupational therapists, et cetera, et cetera. So there is this capability to really drive your education and drive your own passion. And a lot of that is due to the liberal arts and how we've chosen to really exact that in our curriculum. If you find that you want to double major, more students are double majoring than they are single majoring. So you have that opportunity. But if you find a situation where you see classes that you like, but you don't see a major that fits those classes for you, you can mix and match them together and create your own journey so you can have that situation happen for you. One of the great things that I have in my office is a person who went to McDaniel and he made his own major, and he was a medieval studies major. And it is possible you got to learn about all the English and all the fun stuff. So as you can see, it is a thing that happens quite frequently, and you have all those opportunities to do so. So one of the hallmarks of McDaniel is the McDaniel Commitment. So the McDaniel Commitment is a 4-part promise of the college, basically saying that when students come to McDaniel, they are going to be guided and mentored on a path to success. And that is shown through my place, my design, my experience, and my career. All of these things, which start even before your first year and end with your senior year. And as you go on to be real adults and do real things out in the world, you have that sort of support that'll help make sure that you don't feel lost. So through our McDaniel Commitment, you kind of see how our McDaniel plan impacts our students, whether it's them taking courses and figuring out what'll be next for them in the future with my design, to them registering for classes in the summer of their first year with a faculty member at my place, having those 2 real world experiences with my experience and learning how to write those resumes and cover letters and things to help them figure out their next steps with my career. So the McDaniel plan, which is our specialized curriculum, has about 7 core requirements that we have here. There are the normal ones I'm sure you're used to hearing: the first year seminar, the intro to college writing course. There's a second language course. We do offer 5. As you can see, those are Spanish, French, Arabic, Chinese Mandarin, and American Sign Language. On top of those, we have our critical inquiries, which encompasses quantitative reasoning, scientific inquiry. So you will take a science class or a math class. I can't tell you the degree that you'll take that class, but you will have an opportunity to take a class that is influenced by those 2 things. Some of the other requirements are social and cultural and historical understanding, creative expression, textual analysis. All 3 of those also fall under that critical inquiries bracket, on top of global citizenship, departmental writing, and a Jan term course. So it is a very broad curriculum that students can pick and choose their classes under. We have 30 to 40 courses listed under each of these categories. So you have the opportunity to build your schedule to fit all of your interests and to make sure that you don't feel super stressed out if you have to take a lab. And if you can opt out, you can absolutely do that. So our community is super engaged and very much connected with one another, and that's really due to our Office of Student Engagement, our ODEI office, and our SAS office, our Student Accessibility Support and Support Services office. So McDaniel has over 80 plus clubs and organizations. We have 24 now Division III sports teams, and we have a sort of community where students are often supporting each other through all means, where our athletes are at our theater shows, our theater kids have the biggest tents and are screaming the loudest at our tailgates. We are number 6 in the country for tailgates, which is a very random but cool fact that we have about us. So that is how our community functions. We're really integrated and having a great time together. So I'm sure the applications are something that you want to know about. There are 2.5, I like to say 2.5 requirements to the application. So 1, it doesn't matter which application you choose. The Common After McDaniel application is perfect for us. We also need a personal essay from you just to get a feel about who you are, and a high school transcript from your school. We also would prefer a letter of recommendation. It's not required, but it is something that is highly recommended as it does influence your decision. And finally, we are SAT and ACT optional. So if you opt to send in your scores, great, but if you opt not to, that's totally fine as well. Our next deadlines for applications are November 1st for early decision, November 15th for early action, December 15th for early action, January 15th for early decision, and February 1st for regular decision. And you can contact me here at these things. That was a lot of words. I hope you all understood everything I had to say, but thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, McDaniel College. I want to thank all of our panelists here for joining us and sharing information about each of their campuses, programs, and institutions. Right now, we have a special opportunity for you all to join these folks who just presented in a breakout room where you can talk one-on-one with some of these presenters here. I'm dropping in the chat now a link where you can head into that breakout room. You'll have 15 minutes between when this session ends and the next session begins for you to join. And then also please keep in mind when you close this current window, you're going to get a 5-question survey for you to give feedback on the event. And all of the recordings for these events also are at strivescan.com/Chester County. All right. I will go ahead and keep this Zoom room open until everyone has a chance to click on that link that I just put in the chat. But go ahead, click on that link and jump into the breakout rooms where you will find these presenters and more. Thanks everyone so much for being here. Good luck in the next session.